So I'm slightly late, not very late actually. Share. Yeah, Facebook. Post. A bit of a last minute kind of rush. I'm really hot now, so I might take my jumper. I'll try and do it in a professional manner without taking my top off underneath and without knocking my earrings out of my ears. Lift and remove. I just log out of Facebook, which takes a while for some reason. So I was going to call this something else, but I just kind of chickened out at the end. I was going to call it Enjoying Who You Are, but then I kind of felt like, what did I feel? I'm not sure. I thought forget it, just call it Thursday stream. But it might come out as Enjoying Who You Are, so. It was a real rush to sort everything. So yeah, I might even pretend it's called Enjoying Who You Are. I guess the reason why I felt like not calling it that was because I know it's very confusing for people who hear of non-duality and to hear, which is about there's no one here, that there's no body in the body. to then hear someone talk about enjoying who you are is a bit conflicting, but if I'm honest, that's the way it feels, like enjoying who you are. So I'll go with that. So I do these streams every Thursday, or most Thursdays, at 8:30 p.m. and I do them Sunday morning at 10 o'clock a.m. Yeah. I'm not here the second Sunday of the month, which I'm thinking it is actually this Sunday. I'm sure it is. Yeah, I think it's this Sunday. I'm not here. And just check. Second Sunday, yeah, the 11th. No, that's August. Why am I on August? October 13th, yeah. So I won't be here this Sunday. I'm doing an offline meditation group at 10, which you can still join. Go to rebekahmaroon.com. I think it's upcoming events. It's under that, and you can read about it and decide to join it if you wish. But normally I'm here at 10 on Sundays as well. So I talk for a little bit, introduce the subject, and then you can ask questions through Skype. And my Skype is Rebekah Maroon. So feel free to friend me now and send questions or call in on Skype. Someone said hi to me on Facebook. I'm not sure who it was now, what their name was, but hi. It's best to ask questions through Skype, really. Yeah, so welcome to the broadcast this evening. So this awakening that is spoken about in non-duality. Now I can't speak for other speakers, of course. They may be talking about a whole different thing, who knows? So I'm speaking from this perspective, not from an absolute truth of the way it is, more from this machine, this, whatever you want to call it, this experience, this journey, this story, whatever you want to label it as, perspective. But this waking up isn't about what we imagine as a separate person. As a separate person, we imagine this waking up to be something that is for us, something to give to us. We imagine it to be an arrival for us, getting it for us. We imagine it to be something else, somewhere else. We see this world, what is happening, as not enough, as incomplete, as this isn't it. And so we hear these stories about awakening, or anything really, about having a great career, about being famous. We hear these stories and we imagine that that place is better. That place being spoken about will do it for us, will be the arrival. So we're longing and trying to work toward getting to this other place, whether it be executive manager or whatever, or be famous actor, singer, enlightened, whatever it is. We imagine it to be somewhere else better than what is currently happening. So that's the way we interpret these reports of awakening, as something grand that we will arrive at. The speaker has got somewhere and we will get somewhere if we listen hard enough, if we work it out enough, if we deal with all our issues, if we do all these things, if we're loving enough. And then, and then, and then. And so you can immediately see how that creates this idea, this sense of moving towards something. It kind of confirms our already state of this isn't enough. And so this prize is what's lacking. But actually, this waking up report or description has never been about something in time, in future. Has never been about this story in time, this story of you growing and moving and understanding and learning and changing. That doesn't mean a story of this body, this character doesn't exist. And some may even argue that and say, I think some speakers say, I can't remember now, but maybe that there is no character left, or there is no story left, or whatever they may say. And who knows? I don't know. But from this perspective, there is stories. There is a seeming story that you could say relates to this body, to this machine. There is still intellect. There is still descriptions. And that seeming story, description of someone, has never actually been the problem. What's been the problem, so it doesn't have to go, what's been the problem is this energetic identification with that felt to be the whole thing. That was the whole thing, the story of the person, its journey, its likes, its dislikes, its opinions, what's happened to it, what it wants, what it needs. That was the whole story. And so this is a waking up from that identification with that story, with that character, that description of someone. It doesn't need to not be there. That description, that story of someone. It's a part of functioning as a human being. There seems to be complicated language that happens in humans where we can describe the actions of this body, of this machine. We can describe it. We can say, I did this. I'm going there. This happened to me. We can describe what seems to happen in the experience of being human. We can describe and say, I am listening. I am speaking to someone right now. I'm busy. That seems to happen as humans. Animals have less of an ability to do that. Plants don't seem to have an ability, or maybe we don't hear. They have a different way of communicating, I'm sure. But we seem to have this more active way of communicating, more what's the word? Like we do it a lot more. But who knows? I don't know that. Maybe animals and trees do it a lot, but we don't notice, or we can't hear it or understand it. The point is, it's free. It's free. The way of whichever animal you are, animal, plant, vegetable, human, animal, same thing. Whatever it is, it's free. It's free. So the human animal is as free as the cat animal or the tree or the flower. It's just that in humans, we have this amazing, creative expression, ability. It's beautiful. I never used to like humans. I never used to like humans. I've been heavily traumatized by humans. Didn't quite understand humans. But I don't quite get the social human part still. I still struggle with socializing with people. I find it very confusing and but I love humans. I think we're amazing animals. Amazing. Beautiful. Confusing as well, but beautiful. And cruel and all other things as well, but I think we're amazing. this machine. What was I talking about? It's gone. It's gone. Oh dear. Yeah. Yeah, so the suffering, the difference between the animal and the plant and all the rest of it is that humans suffer. We have this ability to suffer, to take things personal, to really own life, to own the experience. So rather than there just being pleasure and pain, we tend to own it. We own particularly the pain. We own the pain. We think we've lost wholeness if there's pain. We find pleasure obviously easier. But this is wholeness. This is everything. This is what you are. You aren't this limitation. You aren't that character, that description of the body. That's quite a radical thing to express, that you aren't this limitation in this body, this form. So if you aren't someone residing in this body, in this form, then where are you? Who are you? Well, the experience is there is everything. All there is everything. That's what's here. That's what's happening, everything. So you can only be that, be everything. Or you could say not a thing, not any particular thing. You are unfindable, undefinable. And yet there is this. Yet there is this. There is everything. So this is everything talking to everything. This is everything listening. I don't know how that is. It's just the way it is. It just is. It isn't a knowing thing. It's just the way it is. Knowing is something that appears in this. It can't be outside. Knowing this as a separate thing, knowing it, looking at it, and going, oh, I see, there's just everything. It can't be. Can't be. That would be a part of everything. You can't exist as something separate, looking, knowing, listening. It's impossible to. And that creates suffering, trying to be separate, trying to be a position apart from this. That's, I was getting this wrong. That's not what's true. That's not true. That's not true. So that's the suffering, not that you are separate, that you believe you are separate, you believe you are someone separate from what is happening, separate from everything. And this leads to the title of this stream, which was enjoying yourself, something. Enjoying who you are. This enjoyment of the character, of life, of what is happening. And that doesn't mean always a pleasurable experience. The mind imagines always a pleasant experience, always enjoying all the highs and pleasures. Not at all. You begin to actually enjoy the pain, not in a sadistic or masochistic way, but I mean, the pain always has lessons in it. Pain always produces lessons. And I really enjoy learning. I really enjoy this growing. I love it. It really, really makes my heart swell. I enjoy understanding the character. I enjoy understanding and growing. I love it. It sounds really bizarre, but I really love the understanding of the self, the character, understanding of the trauma, understanding of the conditioning. I really find pleasure in that. And that comes through pain usually. Not always, but usually. Maybe it's the conditioning that I went through of being depressed from a young age. So I got used to being sad. I got used to the sad emotion, and I began to actually love it and enjoy sadness in a funny way. I quite like a good cry. I love it. I'm also I like to write lyrics. So I like the sad lyrics. I love the sad songs. I like Radiohead and Portishead, and I love that kind of that so-called depressive feeling. I love it. It's beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Really beautiful. Really beautiful. Mm. Hi, I just tuned in a few minutes ago and I heard you mention you write lyrics. Well, I used to when I was a young teenager, um, and I'm beginning to start again writing lyrics and stuff. So yeah, sorry about the caps. It was all in caps. Uh, do you record any songs or ever sing with? I'm no, I don't. I don't. But I'm planning to. I enjoy. I've always enjoyed singing, and I've always enjoyed writing my feelings out. So yeah, who knows? Who knows? I know that my heart loves it, so probably it will happen. Yeah, but yeah, there's no set plans as yet. Just I'm happy it's returned the writing again. So oh, I'm already online. I didn't know. I'm online. So feel free to ask any questions or just sit with me. Um, yeah. So the character becomes free. The character becomes free. I know this message, this awakening isn't for the character, but at the same time, it feels like here as if the character becomes free, meaning it's no longer being held onto. It's no longer being constrained. Is the word constrained? It's allowed to be what it is. Life is allowed to be as it is. And the character appears in that. The character appears. But it's not the one directing live. It seems as if the character is directing. It seems as if the character wants this and moves towards that. It seems that way. The idea comes, the feeling comes, the impulses come, and the character says, I want to do this, I want to go there. This is my preference. But where's it coming from? Where is that impulse, that thought, that movement coming from? The character pops up in this, giving the appearance as if it's in charge, as if it's running things. But it's not true. Deceive, maybe deceived is the word rather than constrained. Oh, I'm not sure what I said, I don't know. We're deceived into this system of separation from natural living, in my view. Yeah, I'm not sure what I said now. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Who is this? Let's see where they're going to go. Oh, I just don't want. I have two children and they're upstairs. I don't want them to be on the screen anymore. I try to prevent them from being on camera due to the age, the underageness of them. Also, it affects YouTube. I tick. There was no. Well, you have to tick to say the kids are in the video, and I don't tick that box. So, and I'd prefer, as their mum, I'd prefer them to choose to be broadcast rather than me putting them, in that situation. So I'd rather. Not correcting you. Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. Nikon. Nikon. That's fine. I often don't know the right word, so maybe you were right. I don't know. That's fine. So we have no questions. So yeah, so you can join the silent sitting meditation on Sunday at 10. If not, I'll see you next week, and have a great week, and yeah, have fun. Bye.